Boy, when we got the tillage out in the spring, I was just so thrilled because all this residue just crumbled up like cardboard. We went through there and it's just fine, almost to the form of compost by the time we went over it.
Yep.
Never blocked corn planter up. Just for 14-foot tall corn and this kind of residue at about 34,000 population. Pretty happy to be able to get rid of that much residue when only tilling it about 4.5 inches deep. So
Yep.
we haven't chisel plowed in 3 years now. Did a little deep tilling on the headlands.
Yeah, some deep ripping on the headlands, big traffic areas, that type of thing.
Yeah, and some
wet spots.
Wet spots where there were water ponds. We did some deep tilling, but other than that, we haven't had to chisel plow out for 3 years now. I see no reason to go back to it from what I'm seeing right now.
I just, I look here and I see how much dirt shows, and how there had to be that dirt after being run over with combines, trucks, tractors,
Green tank.
and still soft enough that it mulched up and covered this much of the residue in one pass. I just think is quite amazing.
Yes.
And you don't do the standard soils aren't that, they're not that crumbly. The soil tilth isn't there like we have here.
Right.
I remember last year was a dry year, and I remember spraying the big field behind Jerry's house, and that was, I think it was corn ground, and the truck almost felt like I was driving in mud. I thought, what did I hit a spring or what happened here? And I got out and it was bone dry. It was just there was so much tilth to it. It was almost like you were in sandy dust, but it wasn't. It was good clay loam like this,
Yep.
The soil is just so fluffy.
Well, we did a couple strip side-by-side comparisons. Just pulled the chisel plow out and did a few acres side-by-side with the vertical tillage machine the first year we bought it. And I think that was the year you said you had so much trouble with the sprayer truck. Because the chisel plow ground, it just kind of sunk out of sight. And all this vertical tilled ground is just smooth and even.
And like you said a number of times now, where you're managing the top 4 inches of the soil, basically.
Correct.
And there's things written all over that's where everything is happening. It used to be the top 6 1/3 inches.
Yeah.
Acre layer, 2 million pounds, but now there's more and more things being printed about if you manage the top 4 inches well, it'll produce like mad for you.
And we would chisel plow deep. We always liked to chisel plow in. Sometimes in the spring, you'd be turning up big balls of stalks from the fall tillage and just blocking the corn planter up and everything because it was not even close
decomposed
to
at all.
Decomposed at all. It was just all fresh stalks, just buried deep.
And you very seldom see that now at all with the condition that you got your soil in now. So
if you'd be back here in the middle of May when we're planting corn, you would be amazed at the compost-like looking soil that we're planting in here. It's just